Hello and welcome to the channel where today we are going to be talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender, my favorite show of all time. But more specifically, we're going to be talking about the rumors that are coming out about the new Earth Avatar TV series, as you can see on the screen here today. There's just a lot of excitement. A lot of excitement. In 2025, we're going to be getting the OG Crew Avatar movie, which I'm beyond excited for. I think it's going to be so good and so fun. And then we also have this Earth Avatar series. I believe the actual series in and of itself is confirmed, but like there's stuff coming out. I saw a video on it which brought it to my attention. So if you haven't seen any of the rumors or anything like that, apparently there's some rumors coming out about some of the details of the series. So I kind of wanted to just pick out this article. It's from Night Edge Media. Looks like written by Caleb Williams, QB of the Chicago Bears. The potential rumors, what might happen in the show, stuff like that. You know, it is only rumors at the end of the day, I believe. I'm not sure what's actually confirmed or not. I guess we'll find out in the article. But like, regardless, even if it's true or not, regardless of what's actually going to happen and what's not, I think it's just fun to talk about. I love this series, the original series with all my heart. I love Korra too. Korra's a great show as well. It's not as good as the original, but still very good. Still very good. And so I kind of just want to talk about it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And maybe this is news to some of you that haven't seen some of the details that have come out about the new potential Earth Avatar and everything that's going on with Earth. So let's get into this article here. I'm just going to kind of read it out and kind of go through it. So Avatar Studios was announced back in 2021 after the original Avatar: Last Airbender and Legend of Korra creators Brian Konietzko and Mike DiMartino left the Netflix live-action series to run their own animation studio. Man, I remember when the news first came out, we were just all so nervous about the live-action. The only detail we have learned is that Avatar series will report directly to Paramount and not Nickelodeon like the previous two shows. They are hard at work finishing up the previously announced Avatar Aang feature film that is set to star Eric Nam as Aang, Jessica Madden as Katara, Roman Zaragoza will voice Sokka, and Diane Kwan as Toph, with Dave Bautista voicing some unknown villain character. The film is currently set to be released on January 20th, 2026. Really? Dude, and this is from December 3rd, so like that's like not too long ago. Dang, did it really get pushed back to January? I thought it was late 2025. That's unfortunate. That really is. But still, I mean, like, you know, it's January, it's 1 month after 2025. You know, we can clump it together. Dang, I didn't know that. That hurts a little bit. The studio is also simultaneously working on other projects. They have 2 other feature films at some stage of development. We are told they're not sequels to the Aang film, but will be standalone movies, possibly about Kyoshi or Korra. This is so exciting because they can go literally anywhere with it. Obviously, a lot of people want a Kyoshi movie. I also want a Kyoshi movie. That would be so freaking cool. Even a Korra movie would be cool. I'm so down for a Korra movie. But like, you can do, there's literally so many past Avatars that you can do. You can literally just pick and choose and just make like endless amounts of movies, and they can all be their own unique story. Obviously, you have like tidbits of information on some of the past Avatars through like comics, and then even through like the show and stuff like that. Like we know a lot of what happens with Roku. That doesn't mean a Roku film wouldn't be interesting though. Like, there's so much that you can expand on and get into. That's just like so exciting to think about. It's so exciting. I would love another Aang film too. Like, I want multiple of those. But like, there's also the comics and stuff like that. So a lot going on, which is just super exciting. I'm just glad we have anything, to be honest. I'm glad that there's just stuff happening. So we'll see what happens with those movies. I'd bet some money that there would be a Kyoshi movie. Just because like it's been so in demand and so many people want it. I think that they kind of just have to do it. The Korra one is interesting. I think that makes sense too, probably. You know, they go into a little bit, kind of like the Aang movie where they go into a little bit of what happens after Korra. I think especially with the Earthbender series coming out, because that's going to be after Korra's time. It'll be interesting to see if they kind of want to bridge some of the gap between what happened at the end of Korra and at the beginning of that series. We'll see what happens there. Regardless, super excited. Which will feature the next Avatar cycle, the Earthbending Avatar. That's the next series. Let's go. Series 6 is expected to debut exclusively on Paramount+. Cool. Not much is known about the next Avatar series. However, we at Night Edge Media can exclusively tell you that 2 episodes are finished as of July 2024. That's interesting. I didn't know that. 2 episodes are finished and done. Wow. When is this coming out? In the storyboard / animatics stage with voiceovers. We teased this series over the summer on Twitter and can verify that the next Earth Avatar will be female again. So that's confirmed. That part is confirmed according to Night Edge Media. who will whoa, where am I going? Following Avatar Korra. Yep. She will first be seen as a homeless young girl alongside her animal guide, who looks like a large feline-type creature. The artist's image above is for reference only, not associated with Avatar Studios or Paramount Plus. Oh, so this, okay. I just completely skipped past that. So that could be, that's not like that's just like a random thing just for fun to look at. For a potential thing, but that's not like Paramount or Avatar Studios releasing that in any way, shape, or form. So I don't think that that's actually what it's going to be. But interesting to look at. A large feline-type creature. That could be fun. She's also an amputee, missing her left leg. This series also takes place sometime in the future, as the storyboards look like people ride on hoverboards, though it could simply be someone air surfing, as the airbenders should be pretty well established by this time. There's still a little bit more here. I want to dive in. Let's just keep reading a little bit, and then I'll revisit kind of everything and come back to that. Now, our source has given some additional context on the stage of the Avatar universe by the time we meet this new Avatar, as we couldn't verify these additional plot details. We labeled them as rumors for now until officially announced. I think this is some of the rumor stuff that I saw. Jumping right into, 4 nations do not exist anymore. This series will establish that some unknown cataclysmic event will occur that Korra will be forced to stop. See, this is the rumor that I saw, which is interesting. She will in turn be forced to reshape the entire world from the original 4 nations to 7 new locations or havens. Saw that too, okay. Which I am told could be the subtitle of the series. This would effectively make Korra the most powerful avatar known in the lore due to her ability to break and remake the world on her own. That's interesting. I'm speculating, but I assume that this event will ultimately kill Korra, leading to the reincarnation of the Earth Avatar. Also interesting. Just so many interesting things happening here. But this is all the rumors part, so none of that's confirmed. Once a new Avatar is born, we learn she will actually be from a set of identical twins, which has long been a fun fan theory on what would happen with twins. In the recent novel, The Reckoning of Roku played with the idea of establishing Roku had a twin who died sometime before he was announced as the Avatar. Nevertheless, they will be the focal point of the series. The White Lotus is expected to have taken one of the twins and raised her in wealth, as she is seen as the more powerful two. It is unknown if they are separated at birth or as toddlers, but the second twin somehow ends up being cast aside and forgotten. She grows up on the streets of one of the New Havens with her animal guide. Eventually, they are reunited and begin training together, as a non-Avatar twin is still very powerful and has actual training from the White Lotus. Again, this is speculation, but the series could eventually introduce both having a part of Rava in them, thus technically both are the Avatar, but that is unknown. They could also play with the Dark and Light stories again from Korra Season 2, though I suspect they will keep it simple. Alright, so much information, so much going on, some of it confirmed, some of it rumors. Let's kind of deep dive into this stuff now as we've kind of gone through the article and everything that it says. Let's get into some of this stuff, man. So I believe this is like the verified stuff here. So it's verified that it will be a female again. Cool. Doesn't really, it's just like whatever, you know, could be whoever they want it to be. But a homeless young girl alongside an animal guide is very interesting. They're going to play on her being homeless, which is intense, very scary. It's like a big, it is a very big shift compared to Korra. Obviously, Korra was raised up, isolated, away from everything that's going on. And this young girl who's homeless now is going to be just thrust into the world and just like everything that's going on. And homeless, I mean, raising herself as a child, that's intense. And she's an amputee. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Missing her left leg. It's in the future. It's after Korra. Apparently, there's gonna be like hoverboards and stuff like that. We'll see how it goes with the futuristic stuff. In Korra, I wasn't the biggest fan of some of the stuff that was going on. I mean, it made sense, you know. It's far in the future from Aang. They have bending, so obviously stuff is going to kind of evolve and get into something different. Cool, whatever. I kind of liked the original. It just felt a little bit more. I don't know, like the world just felt a little bit more interesting to me in the original. It felt more fun. It felt like it was more about bending in the original one. Whereas with Korra, I feel like there was a lot of other stuff going on with like new technology and like the cars and stuff, which I was just kind of like, it kind of felt like it kind of took away from the uniqueness of like the world sometimes, you know, with the bending and stuff like that. I don't know. I just like the original more. So we'll see how they tackle the futuristic stuff, what it looks like. Obviously they have, apparently, is that the rumor part of it with like the havens? I think that's a rumor. But yeah, so that's the verified stuff. And when it comes to the rumors, this is just so interesting. according to the rumors, this is the part that I want to talk about. The Four Nations don't exist anymore, which makes sense. It's kind of just the evolution of things, I would think. It was kind of going that way in Korra, it felt like anyway. Obviously, you still kind of had, like, the world split up a bit, and you had different things, but, like, they were coming together more. They had the council and stuff like that in, what's the city called? Republic City. Oh my god, it's been way too long. Republic City. That was kind of like its own thing. It wasn't really attached to a single nation. It had everything going on there. So it kind of makes sense to me that, like, this is where it's going to turn. This is a rumor, again, that the Four Nations don't exist. That's just a rumor. It's not verified, but it makes a lot of sense to me that the world would trend that way after however many years. So I do believe that. And then this is very interesting. Unknown cataclysmic event that Korra will be forced to stop. I mean, shoot, there's a lot of, like, debate about how strong Korra is from her show, and, like, is she stronger than Aang, whatnot. I don't know. I think Aang's stronger, personally. We see Korra, I mean, in the show, we see Korra a little bit older than Aang, with training for years and years and years, versus Aang, airbending training for a while, and then stuck in an iceberg for 100 years, and then taught himself every other element. Well, not himself, but, like, learned every other element over the course of one summer. Saved the world. Kind of crazy. But man, if Korra is gonna stop some kind of unknown cataclysmic event and then reshape the entire world, that's kind of nuts. That's kind of crazy. Again, this is just a rumor. This isn't verified or anything like that. So we'll see what kind of happens. That's nuts. We're gonna have to wait and see on that, because wow, just wow, she might end up being the strongest Avatar when this comes out. Because that's tough. But we'll see. Again, just rumors. So, I mean, and it goes into that here. I mean, that would make her the most powerful Avatar in lore. I mean, you can't really argue with that. Ability to break and remake a world? I don't know if I believe that that's actually what's going to happen, just because that is crazy. But who knows? Who knows? And I also, if they do that, this makes sense too. Where whoever wrote this, speculating that the event will ultimately be what kills Korra, that would make sense. I mean, because that's crazy. That is nuts. See what happens there. This is where it gets, I think, could be really, really interesting. So, apparently, again, through rumors, we don't know if this is going to be true or not, but twin sisters. It's been a fun fan theory for a while. I've seen a few things about that on TikTok of different people, like, kind of going into how fun it would be to have twin avatars, or the avatar be a twin, because that's the interesting part of it. It's like, and it goes into it a little bit here too, like, okay, so they're twins, does one person get it, or do they both get a little bit of the avatar in them? I would think that it'd be one person. I think that would make more sense to me, but I think regardless, there's something interesting there to play with. I think either way, that'd be a lot of fun. But, like, I think I saw, it doesn't really go into it here, but I think I saw, like, a theory as well on TikTok where people were saying that, or someone was saying, I can't remember if it was a video or a comment that I saw, I'm kind of blending it together, but that the twin, maybe the twin that got raised up by the White Lotus and is kind of powerful, maybe once the homeless twin that comes in, that is the avatar, maybe the other one gets a little bit, like, jealous and is a little bit of, you know, a little angry, maybe like in a Zula Zuko type of situation, where, you know, you got the protege raised up, and when they see that this other person comes along, they're a little bit more powerful, it turns out. They're the avatar. Could be a little bit of resentment cooking there. Or they could just go the other way, where they're literally just best friends, and, you know, it's more on the Katara Sokka side, where they're a family, you know, they are brother and sister, they really care about each other, and maybe they go on this journey that the Avatar's gonna go on, maybe they go on it together. I think either way, there's something fun to play with there, and an interesting story regardless. I believe the twin part of it is actually a rumor, so we don't actually know if it's gonna be a twin, but I think I'm inclined to believe that it will happen, just because I think that's something that's interesting and that would make this series really unique. It's something that's been speculated for, or that's been, like, played around with for a while by fans, again, fan theories and stuff like that. So I think it's a rumor, but I believe in that one coming true, and I think because there's two different ways that you can go about it, and it would be a lot of fun either way. So I really hope they do that and they tackle it. It'll be interesting to see which route they would take, evil twin versus good twin. It's gonna be fun regardless if they do go the twin route. So, and then it just goes into here like this, the White Lotus and stuff like that. Unknown if they are separated at birth or as toddlers. Is this a situation where the White Lotus was like, we need to protect the Avatar, yada, 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 and then just they picked the wrong one? Did they only meet one? The other one was separated? That's another fun thing to kind of play around with. It'll be interesting to see, man. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see an Earth Avatar. It's just going to be fun to see a new one. I think, like, this Avatar just has so much potential just to be, like, super, like, resilient, and to have this like very sad story that could be just so powerful. Like a homeless girl that's also an amputee growing up on the streets alone that turns out to be the Avatar. I mean, come on, that is crazy. And like, oh dude, well, like that, this is just very, very interesting. At the end of the day, there's only so much that you can learn through like reading, like whether it's fact or rumor, it doesn't matter. There's only so much that you can kind of tell from what's going to happen. You need to see it before you really make an opinion on it. But it's just a lot of interesting stuff. It really is. I really hope they go the twin route. I really hope that they just really focus on that too, right? Because I feel like with Korra, there was so many cool and fun side characters that I loved, but they also kind of took away from Korra a little bit. Whereas with Aang, like, as much as the side characters were phenomenal in the original with Aang was always the center. Aang was always the focal point, and you always had enough of Aang. And you also had a lot of these side characters that made you fall in love with them. Whereas with Korra, I don't think that they had that balance enough. I think Korra got almost a little bit forgotten as the seasons got on. I don't know. Like that's just the way that I felt while I was watching it. And so I really hope that they go this twin route and that these twins are just the focal point of everything that's going on. I really hope they deep dive into this young girl's story, and they just this could be such a like emotional, like roller coaster of a ride. Like Korra's story was emotional too. She got like it got crazy for her, and like I think that this has the potential to go even further than that, which could be just like super emotional, but also so good, so good. Yeah, like this is just making me so excited, and we have to wait for a while. I believe. I saw 2025. I don't think that there's like a confirmed date. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Again, the movie it looks like isn't going to be released until January 20th, 2026, according to this article. I don't know if that's true or not. Hopefully, we don't have to wait too much longer. I really hope we get like some kind of a trailer or something like that too for both of these projects, because man, this is intense. I think this Earth Avatar series has so much potential, so much potential. I really hope that they knock it out of the park. Because with Korra, I felt like with Korra, it was a little inconsistent. There was some stuff that was phenomenal, other stuff that fell flat for me. I really hope they knock this out of the park, man. We could be getting some absolute bangers coming soon in the Avatar universe. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let me know down below how you feel about the confirmed stuff, about the rumors, about what are you more excited for, the series or the movie? I think it's kind of a tie for me. Like, I'm so excited for the movie and the OG crew, but I'm also so excited to see something new, especially with this stuff that's being theorized or that's being rumored. It looks like a lot of fun. So let me know what you're most excited about. Let me know what you think about the rumors. Do you want to see the twin stuff? Do you not? How do you feel about the homeless angle? The Earth Avatar? Are you excited for the Earth Nation stuff? Or there's no nations anymore, but the Earth side of things? Let me know how you feel. I'm excited. I'm excited. But that's going to be all for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're excited too about all this Avatar stuff coming out, because it's going to be a ride. So anyway, that does it for me. Peace.